This area housed a lot of my expensive succulents. And recently, I got given a whole lot of variegated plants. It's now September, which is springtime here in Australia, but our weather has been still cold. Today is 19 degrees, but it feels like 15 or 14 degrees. It's freezing. We should be in thongs and shorts, but instead, I'm all rugged up. And just like me, these plants or my succulents also feel the cold. And so they're not growing at all. So it's sort of stagnant. But I'm going to fix it up. I'm going to make them grow really fast. Hello there. My name is Liz, a self-confessed succulent addict. Welcome to my channel, Growing Succulents. Mars Hydro has given me a new grow light and grow tent to try out. So this is a good opportunity to try out my expensive succulents to see how well they will grow inside the grow tent. I had an SP3000 before that was given by Mars Hydro for me as well to try out. And I was really happy with that grow light. So now with the FC3000 with the grow tent, I'm thinking that's gotta be better than having my grow light just grown or my plants grown without a grow tent. With the SP3000 before, I did not have a grow tent. I only had a grow light. And I am amazed with the amount of growth and yield I have or I got with my grow light. Now using the grow light, the FC3000 and also the tent with it, I am now fast forwarding 2 days into the future. This is 2 days later. I'm not supposed to show you this until the end of the video, but I am just amazed with how fast my succulents are growing under this grow light and tent combination. So the corner of this Mabina now, this variegated Mabina, can you tell the difference, or is my eyes deceiving me, or has it actually grown by 3 millimeters in 2 days? 2 days. I can't believe it. And even the other side of this Mabina, there's new babies coming out. I am shaking. I'm so sorry, but I'm at a bit of an awkward position here in taking this video. So, but anyway, to say that I like to say this, that I'm happy with the grow light and tent combination. I am ecstatic. Let's go back to the rest of the video. So the candidates for growing inside the grow tent are all my variegated ones here, which are just growing so slow. And even that one that was from last year growing season, and that's already a propagated rolly, but out here because of winter they're just so slow. So we're gonna make them grow fast. These babies here, they haven't grown. They've probably grown about 1 millimeter, that's about it, from when I took them out, because I've grown this under the grow light. This plant here has grown a bit taller, but most of them has stunted, like the growth just stopped. From July, I've taken them out in July, and it's August and September, so 2 months they've been growing here and they haven't grown at all. So this one, I've acquired this in June. It has grown, but very, very slow. So I'm going to fix that and make them grow really, really fast. Also, this section here are a lot of variegated plants. So mostly the variegated plants I find are the ones I really want to put under the grow light, because for one, they're quite expensive, and for another, they're quite slow to grow. Even my variegated bluebird here, which I've actually grown from a leaf myself, is still slow. It's actually, if I would say, maybe have gone smaller. Well, it was fatter before, now it's gone down, it's slimmed down, lost some weight. So I'm gonna bring that inside as well to make it grow really fast. Now in this corner where I have my indoor succulents growing area, which is now being covered by a curtain because my budgie, Pedro, has been eating my succulents. He knows which one to pick as well. So that's why I really need to put these plants in the grow light. And this is my jelly jam. That jelly jam has already grown quite well. Before, I had it growing indoors in under the grow light, and when I left for my trip, I brought it outside to enjoy the frost. And it has survived the frost, but we had a lot of rain, so it rotted a little bit, so I brought it inside, and it was growing so well and recuperated, but then the budgie ate it. But I was able to save one leaf, and now I got another leaf growing, but it's still slow. Most of these plants I'm gonna put inside the grow light. So as my Romeo. My Romeo, this is from last year. It's just so slow. It was much faster when it was growing under the grow light. And also, this is what happened to my West Rainbow. My West Rainbow, it started rotting while it was outside because it just kept getting wet. This one turned beautiful pink before, but this one seemed to have a lot of, it's quite big, so it was able to get wet more. So it absorbed a lot of the moisture through the leaves and also kept the soil dry, and which made it rot. And look what the budgie did. So he ate half of that. But anyway, he's such a naughty budgie. So he's been attacking my plants, and he knows which one to pick as well. But this one now has gone really pale. This was a bright pink before, but at least it's still alive. So now I'm gonna actually chop its head off. I don't know whether I should leave it that way or chop its head off. I'm not too sure yet, but I'm definitely taking this inside my grow tent. Now this one as well, one of my West Rainbow babies, it's the same thing. It's gone pale color. That needs some grow light action going on, happening. And also I was checking, it had a few aphids, so I sprayed this with my methyl solution, and I think there's still one aphid, that black dot there hanging on. Cook's Pride, that is grown from a leaf. So this plant has gone really leggy, so which I'm not happy with. So I'm bringing that to grow inside the grow tent with the grow light with the FC 3000. And this one, my Mariah. My Mariah has lost its variegation. Well, it hasn't lost its variegation. It just lost its beautiful yellow and pink and red coloring, but lots of babies. So this is gonna go inside my grow tent. And another Romeo down here. This was just stagnated. So this is grown from the grow light or germinated from under the grow light before, and again I left, and when I came back I put it back inside here, hopefully to make it grow faster, but it didn't really help. They are still small. So now they're all, look, more stuff here. So it says here, the rate of photosynthesis and transpiration are directly affected by temperature, humidity, and airflow. So I have my shelf here. So 1, 2, 3 here. And my grow light is up here. So the distance, the furthest, because I'm still putting plants in the bottom here, which is my seedlings, is 1300 millimeters. And the next one is 1100, roughly. And the next one, I'm gonna go here, 900 and 700. So the top shelf here, 700. So by the time I have my pot, so say 650, say for example, will be the distance of the grow light to my plants. And as I progress down, so this one, I'm gonna put the mature plants up the top, and I'm gonna put the seedlings or the smaller plants in the bottom as I go along. So basically, the grow tent I use for growing baby succulents or propagating. So that's my main aim of having a grow light. So the grow tent will help to hasten or make it fast, the growing of these succulents. So most of these succulents have been growing outside. Before we take a look at the plants, let's go check out my setup first. So I have here my shelf. If I pull back here, you can see the legs of the shelf, that black one. And on the side here, just so happened the space available is just perfect for putting this module here as well. So another shelf I have been using this outside, but now I just thought it's perfect for the space that's available here. One of the important factors of having a grow light indoors is that air circulation, especially if you have a tent, everything's going to get cooped up and the air is going to be stale. So the plants need plenty of air circulation, or else you're encouraging growth of fungus, and also the insects, the critter crawlers is going to come and eat your plants. So it's important to have air circulation. Now what I'm using here is a little fan heater that I can use. So basically, okay, I'll turn this on. So that will circulate the air, and if you can see, the side of the tent will be moving. And if you can't see it moving, what I've done is just to show that there's constant airflow is put a piece of tissue there. Look, the tissue is dancing. They will be dancing. So knowing that now you can see that there's airflow or air circulation going on, even though the tent is still open. So if I close the door, this one, then there'll be more air movement in there. Where the fan is sucking its air from is from the side chute here. So this one has got a side chute here, which will suck the air from the outside here into inside there. So maybe I should put a mesh in there to stop the bugs from going in there. Also here, so if it gets really stale, this tent has got that, so I can open that up if I need more airflow going on, and I can see some air going a little bit here. I can feel movement. But anyway, I'm gonna close that one off. So now this will keep the plant happy. A lot of these plants now are my expensive variegated ones. For those regular viewers or subscribers to my channel, you would know now the reason why I grow succulents is mainly to put in my huge front garden. Well, it's not really that huge, but it's huge for the amount of succulents it requires. But the ones I'm putting in there are mainly the common ones. The rare expensive ones, which I didn't mean to acquire, didn't even come into my consciousness when I started growing succulents, of growing expensive variegated ones for collecting. Well, stuff happens and you fell in love, or you fall in love with the plants, and how can you not if they are this gorgeous? So hang on, I'll just turn you off because you're noisy. Sorry, Mr. Fan. If it tips over, it will turn off or shut off. So this is good, a safety switch for during winter when it's really cold. And if we don't turn the heater on in this area, then I can actually turn the heater on and warm up my babies. It would only take, say, about 5 minutes to warm up the whole tent, because it's such a small area. It doesn't take that long. And also I have a thermometer here to keep track of the temperature. So I just, right now, what are you? You are at an 18 degrees Celsius, or that's about 68 degrees Fahrenheit, I think. So anyway, you can see anyway. Can you see? Yes. Okay. So I would really, ideally, I would really want to have the temperature here to about 25 to 30 degrees, maybe 23 to say 25. If it gets too hot as well, the plants will just, some will grow really fast, but others would fall asleep. So now I'll show you what plants I've got here. So it's a bit of a mix, but a lot of the plants that I've got here is mostly Echeveria or Graptoveria, and someone commented in one of my videos regarding why I always do the leafy succulents like the Graptoveria, Pachyveria, Graptopetalum, and not all the other succulents. It's mainly because I can't grow the other succulents in my area. A lot of kalanchoes, I love kalanchoes, but I just can't grow them in my area because we have the frost. And if I put them in the garden, which I have in the past, they all just melted and died. So anyway, these ones now are those are my baby West Rainbow. So those are, I think that's the first baby when I had initially, oh no, sorry, this one is leaf grown. So that's grown from a leaf, and this one is a cutting from the second lot. Or I can't remember anymore. So I had the mother and I chopped its head off, and then it grew a baby, and the first baby was this one. And then the two other babies are growing on the mother. So anyway, long story short, I have two really perfect ones outside. And these two, as I explained earlier, have had a little bit of a challenging times. So anyway, so my Compton Carousel. Thank you, Lena. I can't thank you enough. Every time I look at these plants, I think of you. Anyway, Lena Lee. So now this one is still alive, but a lot of the leaves are drying up. So which means this needs to be watered. So I haven't watered it yet, but now it's time to water it. And I am confident to water it here inside the grow tent or under the grow light. And this Bronze Delight now, I'm just looking at that one. They're so gorgeous. It's variegated still, both of them. So the babies are grown from variegated, and look what happened to one of the leaves. It turned into something else. So that's why a lot of the plants, when you grow them, people kept saying that, oh, my plant doesn't look like your plant, because it all depends. So even here, I can see coming from one mother and grown from a leaf, they can throw off different looks, or they can revert, since they're, especially they're variegated or a hybrid or a cultivar. So anyway, so this one's now, I got my, what do you call it, red absinthe that's growing here, and a lot of the leaves, this is rotted ones that was given to me, nearly died. So the person, Kanya, thank you, she gave this to me, and she's like, oh, it's dying, do you want it? I said, yep, okay, I'll try and save it. And then now this one is got a baby, and now this one, I already put a label here. So I've acquired it in June 2021. I crossed it out because I put July. July is, I wasn't here. So now this one now, the soil is still dry, but you can go here. We'll put you here. Okay. So look at that. So now, because it's already got roots, I can water that. And it's already got a little acne. It's not a pimple anymore. And also this cubic frost, look at that. That one is got a little red tip. And also that one, hang on, that one is going black. If it's going black, just remove it. There you go. Take it off. That way you can see if there's a bug or something. So a lot of these, I just throw them in here. So I'm going to clean this up later on. And this one's as well, which has stopped growing for me. Now I can give it a chance again to shoot up. And I brought in a lot of my lovely rose because they are so lovely. I want them to grow. Oh, also, by the way, so this one's is stunted growth as well. Anyway, so I need to get up here because I need to show you as well. So right now, I just have it at the lowest setting, minimum. So I've had this on for about 3 hours now. And so now I'm just going to turn this up to, say, 25%. And look how much brighter. So, okay, I'll turn it down. That's to minimum. That's 25. So if you go to 50, it's going to be brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter. I actually never went max. The most I've been was 75%. So I'm going to put them on 25%. And for today, I'm going to leave it for another couple of hours. And then before I go to bed, I'm going to turn it off. So my mature plants are, of course, on the top. And the cuttings or babies are in the second area here. And also my jelly jam that my budgie ate. And this one, this is a Paraguayense bernalense or graptopetalum. Paraguayense SSP. It's such a long name. We'll just say Bernalense. This Bernalense here needs to be chopped. So I'm gonna head chop that. So I need to put it here. Also, my bluebird leaves. I've done a video of these 5 bluebirds. These 5 bluebirds now, and hopefully they will variegate. And my variegated bluebird, of course, up the top here is looking happy, I think. Now I can feel some heat coming onto here now. So even this one here, hang on, don't want to step in here, but oh, I couldn't find my tomato seeds. It's all gone off. It's gone moldy. Anyway, I forgot to bring it inside. It was left outside. So now I tried to dry some tomato seeds, but I thought, no, these are the big ones. I need the small honey ones. That's my favorite, about bite-sized ones, marble size. Those are my favorite. So if I can't get a seed for them, then I won't even bother growing the tomatoes, because the waiting period, if you click and collect, so you can order, because we're still in quarantine on lockdown, you can order them and you can just pick it up, but it's still gonna take 4 days, and nah, I just couldn't be bothered. But anyway, and whether they have it or not, they haven't got the seeds anyway on the ones that I want, the honey one. Anyway, this one is bifida. So Kanya gave this to me. She's such a generous lady, Kanya. And also the Diamond State over here, which is courtesy of Lena Lee. So I just put the grow light sort of far away. So if you see the gap, so there's quite a bigger gap on the other side here compared to the other side here. So hang on, oh, my voice changed. So now I'm going to go back here again. I'm going to be echoing again. So a lot of I just had a look online. This Mabina variegated is $95 for a plant, about maybe that size or maybe smaller than that. So that's my mummy Mabina. So I thought I'm gonna make them grow quick, or make myself have lots more babies, because this one is putting up babies again, lots of babies again. So, and so as those ones. So I want to have as much Mabina as I can, because they are just so gorgeous. Nixana over here needs to be chopped as well, because this one is sort of not as variegated. I'm gonna leave one of them on that one, and also a baby one in the bottom, but the rest of them. So this one as well, my Anacamceros telefiastrum, who's so gorgeous, or sunrise Anacamceros. Kanya, thank you so much. Gorgeous as well. So I want to make it grow fast, and hopefully that flowers, and I can get some flower seeds and grow them, because they grow quite fast with the seeds. So that's it, guys. I am already rambling on, and I can't wait to water my babies here now. So I have one plant that I'm supposed to bring inside it. I forgot. I don't know where I put it. I left it somewhere again. Anyway, that's it for now. So I'm just need to attend to my babies, and also my Romeos. This is still from last year, that Romeo's there, and they are growing so slow because of the cold. But my Taurus has actually tripled the size compared to the Romeo that's outside growing. And I just left the Taurus outside, but these 2 Romeos has got so much babies, and I don't even want to pluck the babies out yet, because that one might be ready, and that one possibly. But if I do pluck them or cut them off, I will do a video. But this one is still too young. I'm gonna leave it. So this is actually, oh look, my original mummy West Rainbow. That's the head, the top. When I chop it off, that's what's left of it. So anyway, oh, this one too. What are you? Mariah. Yeah, I already told you about the Mariah. Another Nixana mummy. That's the head as well. So anyway, guys, I leave it with you. Bye for now. Okay, there's something else I forgot. Did I bring it in? Oh, yes, I did. My variegated Chihuahua Yancy, which, see, look, 2 Chihuahua Yancies. One is green and one is sort of in the camera here, sort of like a whiter, grayish blue color. And that one too is variegated, but now the variegation sort of backed off a bit. So I want to encourage the variegation again. And so the best way to do that is to have a grow light. Well, I find anyway. That's all. Bye for now. Really, this is for real for this time. Oh, yes. Forgot to show you this. Also, the leaves. The leaves are also here. I kept saying goodbye, saying goodbye. Okay, now my red banana, I harvested them on the 8th of September, and a couple of them are already showing. Look, that one there is showing already a little pimple coming out. Oh, that one, see, look, that one's got one baby. I got one baby banana. Okay, so that one probably needs to be planted as well. So anyway, I'm gonna attend to my plants now, and also I've got plenty of room underneath there, and also here to start sowing my seeds for my Romeos.